Welcome back to Book 3, Book 3, Chapter 13, called 52, Part 3. The door closed and Carton was left alone, straining his powers of listening to the utmost. He listened for any sound that might denote suspicion or alarm. There was none. Keys turned, doors clashed. Footsteps passed along distant passages. No cry was raised or hurry made that seemed unusual. Breathing more freely in a little while, he sat down at the table and listened again until the clock struck 2. Sounds that he was not afraid of, for he divined their meaning, then began to be audible. Several doors were opened in succession, and finally his own. A jailer, with a list in his hand, looked in, merely saying, "Follow me, Evrémonde." He followed into a large dark room at a distance. It was a dark winter day, and what with the shadows within and what with the shadows without, he could but dimly discern the others who were brought there to have their arms bound. Some were standing, some seated, some were lamenting, and in restless motion. But these were few. The great majority were still and silent, looking fixedly at the ground. As he stood by the wall in a dim corner with some of the 52 who were brought in after him, one man stopped in passing to embrace him as having knowledge of him. So people see him and they think that it's Charles Darnay. It thrilled him with a great dread of discovery, but the man went on. A very few moments after that, a young woman with a slight girlish form, a sweet, spare face in which there was no vestige of color, and large, widely open, pink, patient eyes, rose from the seat where he had observed her sitting, and came to speak to him. "Citizen Evrémonde," she said, touching him with her cold finger. "I am your poor little seamstress. He was with you in the force." So here comes this little seamstress to talk to him, thinking that it's Charles Darnay. She met him when he was imprisoned earlier in the force. He murmured her answer. "True, I forget what you were accused of?" "Yes. Really, just heaven knows that I am innocent of any. Is it likely? Who would think of flirting with a poor little weak creature like me?" The forlorn smile with which she said it so touched him that tears started from his eyes. "I am not afraid to die, Citizen Evrémonde, but I have done nothing. I am not unwilling to die if the Republic, which is to do so much good to us poor, will profit by my death. I do not know how that can be, Citizen Evrémonde. Such a poor, weak little creature." But now I want you to see that the little seamstress is the mirror image of Madame Defarge. Madame Defarge is knitting her hitless, wanting revenge, but the little seamstress is willing to die if it will help France. So they become mirror images of one another, and the little seamstress represents the salvation offered by revolution. As the last thing on earth that his heart was to warm and soften to, it warmed and softened to this pitiable girl. "I heard you were released, Citizen Evrémonde. I hoped it was true." "It was, but I was again taken and condemned." "If I may ride with you, Citizen Evrémonde, will you let me hold your hand? I am not afraid, but I am literally weak, and it will give me more courage." As the patient eyes were lifted to his face, he saw a sudden doubt in them, and then astonishment. He pressed the work-worn, hunger-worn young fingers and touched his lips. "Are you dying for him?" she whispered, and his wife and child. "Oh, will you let me hold your brave hand, stranger?" So she realizes, oh my God, this isn't Charles Darnay. It's someone pretending to be him who's going to die for him. Hush. Yes, my poor sister, to the last. The same shadows that are falling on the prison are falling in that same hour of the early afternoon on the barrier with the crowd about it, when a coach going out of Paris drives up to the exact moment Lucy, Laurie, Charles Darnay, whom everyone still thinks is Carton, are driving up to the gates of Paris. They have to show their papers in order to be allowed to pass through the barrier. Who goes here? Whom have we within? Papers! This is the guard. Papers were handed out and read. Alexander Manette, physician, French, which is he? Is he? This helpless, inarticulately murmuring, wandering old man pointed out. Apparently the citizen doctor is not in his right mind. The revolution fever will have been too much for him. Greatly too much for him. Many suffer with it. Lucy, his daughter, French, which is she. This is she. Apparently it must be Lucy, the wife of Evremond. Is it not? It is. Ha! Evremond has an assignation elsewhere. Lucy, her child, English, that is she. She and no other. A child of Evremond. Now, thou hast kissed a good Republican. Something new in thy family. Remember Sidney Carton, advocate, English, which is he. Not here in the corner of the carriage. He too is pointed out. Apparently the English advocate is in a swoon. It is hoped he will recover in fresher air. It is represented that he is not in strong health and has separated sadly from the friend who is under the displeasure of the Republic. Is that all? It is not a great deal that. Many are under the displeasure of the Republic and must look out the little window. That's a terrible joke. The little window is the space you put your head through when you get your head cut off in the guillotine. Jarvis Lorry, banker, English, which is he. I think necessarily being lost. It is Jarvis Lorry who has replied to all the previous questions. It is Jarvis Lorry who has alighted and stands with his hand on the coach door, replying to a group of officials. They immediately remount the box to look at what little luggage it carries on the roof. The country people hanging about press near to the coach doors and greedily stare in. A little child, carried by his mother, has its short arm held out for it, that it may touch the wife of an aristocrat who has gone to the guillotine. So now we have this mirror image of the mob that wanted to see Evremond murdered in the very beginning of the book by being drawn and quartered, are now there to see his family thinking that he's being executed by the guillotine at the end of the book. Behold your papers, Jarvis Lorry, countersigned. One can depart, citizen? Can depart. Forward, my postilions. Good journey. I salute you, citizens. And these are again the words of Jarvis Lorry as he clasps his hands and looks upward. There is terror in the carriage. There is weeping. There is the heavy breathing of the insensible traveler. Are we not going too slowly? Can they not be induced to go faster? Asks Lucy, clinging to the old man. It seems like flight, my darling. I must not urge them too much with arouse suspicion. Look back and see if we are pursued. The road is clear, my dears. So far, we are not pursued. Houses in twos and threes pass by. Solitary farms, ruinous buildings, dye works, tanneries, and the like. Open country, avenues of leafless trees. The hard, uneven pavement is under us. The soft mud is on either side. Sometimes we strike into the skirting mud to avoid the stones that clutter us and shake. Sometimes we stick in ruts and sloughs here. The agony of our impatience is so great. Arm and hurry we are, forgetting, out and running, hiding, doing anything but stopping. Out of the open country, in again among the ruinous buildings, solitary farms, dye works, tanneries, and the like, cottages in twos and threes, avenues of leafless trees. Have these men deceived us and taken us back by another road? Is not this the same place twice over? Thank heaven. No. A village. Look back and see if we are pursued. Hush. Leisurely, our 4 horses are taken out. Leisurely the coach stands in the little street bereft of horses, and with no likelihood upon it of ever moving again. Leisurely the new horses come into visible existence, one by one. Leisurely the new postilions follow, sucking and plaiting the lashes of their whips. Leisurely the old postilions count their money, make wrong additions, and arrive at a dissatisfied result. All the time, our overwrought hearts are beating at a rate that would far outstep the fastest gallop of the fastest horses ever foaled. At length, the new postilions are in their saddles, and the old ones are left behind. We are through the village, up the hill and down the hill, and on the low watery grounds. Suddenly the postilions exchange speech with animated gesticulation, and the horses are pulled up, almost on their haunches. Are we pursued? Oh, within the carriage there, speak then. What is it? Asks Mr. Lloyd. What did you say? I do not understand you. I did ask both. How many to the guillotine today? 52. Is it so? A brave number. My fellow citizen here would have it 42. 10 more heads are worth having. The guillotine goes handsomely. I love it. Hi, forward! Whoop! The night comes on dark. He moves more. He is beginning to revive. This is Darnay. And they still don't know it's Darnay. And to speak unintelligibly. He thinks they are still together. He asks him by his name what he has in his hand. Oh, pity us, kind heaven, and help us. Look out, and see if we are pursued. The wind is rushing after us, the clouds are flying after us, and the moon is plunging after us, and the whole wild night is in pursuit of us. But so far, we are pursued by nothing else.